Hello and welcome to The Update. I'm Heidi Tiltons. There are no more suspects in the latest mass shooting in the United States after a man's body was found. The 72-year-old took his own life after shooting dead 10 people in Los Angeles and trying to kill even more. LA County Sheriff Robert Lunas says the man was found in a white van which had been linked to the crimes.
During the search, several pieces of evidence were found inside the van linking the suspect to both locations.
The Prime Minister is playing down fears Australia could be headed for a recession this year, saying our economy is prepared for a downturn. Some economists believe there will be a dramatic financial slowdown due to falling house prices and low consumer spending. The opposition leader says he doesn't support changing the date of Australia Day. The Victorian government has pulled the pin on its annual Australia Day parade with a new event to be held at Federation Square. Peter Dutton says Australians should be uniting, not dividing on January 26.
I don't think we should be embarrassed or ashamed about who we are as a country. We live in the greatest country in the world. We have a very proud Indigenous heritage. We have a very proud British heritage, and we have a great multicultural community in our country. We should celebrate every part of it.
There's been a massive increase in reports of cyberbullying among children. The E-Safety Commissioner has investigated nearly 1,700 complaints in the last year. Reports have risen almost 70% on the previous 12 months. Holidaymakers planning a trip to Lord Howe Island off the coast of New South Wales got more than they bargained for this morning when checking out the destination's website. Hackers had taken over, flooding the page with X-rated content. The articles have since been removed. Briefly, it's claimed more than 1 billion people in China have been infected with COVID in the weeks since restrictions were suddenly lifted, and honey producers have had a win with New Zealand withdrawing its bid to stop them using the term Manuka honey. In sport, Tim Zhu will fight Tony Harrison for the WBO belt on the 12th of March in Australia. Australia's two-time world champion Laura Peel has won gold at the World Cup aerial skiing event in Canada, and another high-ranking player is out of the Australian Open. Number 4 Caroline Garcia's campaign has come to an end. In entertainment news, there are calls for Kanye West to be barred from entering Australia in the wake of his anti-Semitic comments. The 45-year-old rapper is married a 27-year-old Australian architect, but members of the Jewish community reportedly want him blocked from visiting his bride's family in Melbourne. James Cameron has become the only director in history with 3 movies to make $2 billion at the box office. The first was Avatar, the second was Titanic, and the most recent, Avatar: The Way of Water. And Beyoncé is copping criticism after accepting $24 million for her performance at a new hotel in Dubai over the weekend. A gay rights advocacy group says it's disappointed she agreed to perform in a country with anti-LGBTQ policies. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast News team, but we'll see you tomorrow morning for another episode of The Update.